Welcome to another edition of Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Now today we're going to be talking about how the WWE can improve ratings, the Raw ratings that is, and its product. And this could also help SmackDown and just reinforce the WWE universe that there is hope and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now this isn't surefire ways as much as this is just my opinion, what I would do if I was working for the WWE in the improvements that I would make. Because we know that the NFL is back and the WWE is, feeling in the ratings department right now. They're reaching all-time lows. So how WWE can raise its ratings and improve the product at the same time? Well, we know that since, in the wake of John Cena being injured and being absent in the return of NFL, the WWE, like I said, has seen a decline in ratings. Well, one thing to do, watch Impact Wrestling. What? Watch Impact Wrestling? Yes, watch the competition, because that's what the WWE needs. They need competition because the WWE has been very lazy in my mind over the last several years because there's nobody that's forcing the issue. There is nobody that is breathing down the WWE's back for them to go above and beyond the call of duty. Start pushing and elevating WWE's young prospects, the future of the WWE, which they have done somewhat, but they could do a better job. WWE's storylines, in my opinion, over the last few weeks have become mediocre. WWE's writing has been lackluster at best. WWE needs to step it up and make storylines have purpose and meaning and actually go on the right course. WWE needs to start giving fans a reason to tune into Raw each and every week, because right now with the current course of action, I don't think the WWE is getting the job done, and the ratings are showing that. Many fans of the Attitude Era have stopped watching the WWE. I'd say many of them stopped watching after the Attitude Era was all said and done, because once 2003 came along, the WWE was already starting to dwindle and they had to rely on performers of the past like Shawn Michaels and Goldberg and other superstars to come back and actually, bring meaning and prestige back to WWE programming again. Now, I'm not saying the WWE has to go back to TV 14, but they do need to make the product a little bit edgier. They need to do things that are sometimes outrageous on a limited basis. Going back to an edgier product doesn't always mean make or break. It just means there needs to be some changes, made. WWE really has to start listening to the WWE fans. They say that they listen to us. They say that they hear our opinions and they really focus on what we want to say, but I really don't think that's what it is. WWE can feature special attraction Raws, legends, Hall of Famers, specialty matches, maybe move Raw back to 2 hours. The thing is, I think there's too many hours and there's too much content in 1 week, and they need to cut back drastically. Remember when WWE only used to have Raw as its show? Now you have Raw, you have SmackDown, you have NXT, you have Superstars, Saturday Morning Slam's going to be returning, sometimes 2 pay-per-views in a month. It's way overwhelming. And then you got DVDs, you got Blu-rays, you got YouTube. It's way too much, and they need to just cut back, in my opinion. Like I said, so you got to limit the amount of WWE TV shows per week. Instead of the WWE watering down its superstars when they talk on the microphone and, they say, well, you're going to go out and say this, and they spoon-feed them the lines of what they're going to say. Let them be organic. Let them be an extension of themselves. Let them go out there and speak from the heart instead of being, all right, you're going to say this, you're going to say that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I mean, look at Randy Orton. Look how great he was on the mic, and then when he became limited Randy Orton, he became Randy Borton, and his storytelling and the way that he progressed on the mic was just getting worse as the years went on because the WWE warded him down so much. The WWE cannot do this to superstars who actually know how to talk on the mic. Look what's happened to CM Punk ever since the pipe bomb incident. Turn John Cena and The Miz heel. Now, I know there's a lot of, better chance of seeing The Miz turn heel than John Cena, but you never know. Make the U.S. and Intercontinental Championships prestigious and make them mean something once again. Take Alberto Del Rio off TV and no longer make him the World Heavyweight Champion, because that guy is just bad for business. Bring back Rey Mysterio already. Bring back more managers into the fold. Drop gimmick pay-per-views like TLC and Hell in a Cell and Elimination Chamber, and actually bring those matches into regular pay-per-views so it brings back more meaning and importance, because those matches have lost a lot of steam ever since they became their own pay-per-view. Remember when you know, it would be announced that a feud would end inside Hell in a Cell, and that gave you that wowing effect, and that sent goosebumps and chills up and down your spine. Now all of a sudden you hear, oh, it's Hell in a Cell, Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, yippee-doo-dah-day. Not really much around it, except for it's just its own match nowadays. WWE should go back to featuring blood. Now, I'm not saying all the time, but to a certain degree, we need to see some blood, and I'm talking on the head, not in the back, not in the arm, not in the knee, not in the stomach. I'm talking the head. Less could mean more in the WWE, but WWE is keeping things too simplistic in my opinion. What I mean by less is more is I remember a time when Jake the Snake started a feud with, I think it was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is going back to the 80s when Jake the Snake hit a DDT on the concrete floor, and that started an injury angle. Or what about when Stone Cold Steve Austin wrapped a steel chair around Brian Pillman's ankle, jumped off the rope, and went right on the steel chair and jumped right on the steel chair? Remember the time? When's the last time we saw somebody expose the turnbuckle and win a match by that way? I remember when Diesel defeated Razor Ramon, took the exposed turnbuckle off, Ramon's back went right into it, and then Diesel became the new Intercontinental Championship. It can generate something that we haven't seen in a very long time. Since WWE has gone away from steel chair shots to the head, can you imagine what it would mean and how it would wow the audience? It would have that certain shock value if somebody actually took a steel chair and rammed it into someone's head. That would be like, wow, because the WWE hasn't done that in such a very long time. You know, let's see what else we got here. Don't always have the superstars beat the champion, and then all of a sudden they become the number one contender magically. You know how that happens? That's one of my pet peeves. That's something I can't stand. Say Kofi Kingston defeats Curtis Axel, or R-Truth defeats Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel's the Intercontinental Champion. Oh, Kofi Kingston is already the number one contender. Have tournaments. Have battle royals. You know, have a reason as to why these challenges are actually lined up to be challenges instead of just getting a fluke victory. And that's all they always say, fluke. That's the reason they're always giving. Oh, it was a fluke. This was a fluke. That was a fluke. No, we put it into that. Put Paul Heyman on the creative team. Have a recognizable name that draws money be the Raw general manager. Bring back the WWE draft, because you know what? That is the perfect way to build, rebuild, and create new opportunities and superstars for the future. Unify the World Championship with the WWE title and feature one champion on both brands like they did in 2002. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a few of the things the WWE can do and how they can strategize to make the WWE better, raise its ratings, and, you know, just all in all, make the product better. So, this is all I got to say to you right now. Your comments and your opinions. This is my list right now, and we'll see what happens. Subscribe.